Hello everyone. Welcome to my third video in my How to Write the Paid Pitch series. Now I know you're here because you want to get brand deals, but are you prepared for what comes with it? I personally hate the feeling of being unprepared. It literally gives me anxiety. When I was a new blogger, every time a brand would ask me for a media kit, I would be like a deer in headlights. I felt completely unprepared. At this stage in your career, it's very likely you don't have a media kit either. And this might be the very first time you've ever even heard of one. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. I don't even really consider this a career, so why would I have a media kit? If I even wanted to make a media kit, how do I make it? And what do I put in it? Don't worry, I'll explain. But before we go into that, let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am Jenell Stewart. I am a 3-time award-winning editor. I've been a natural hair and beauty blogger for over 9 years, and I've been a wellness, lifestyle, and mommy blogger for about 6. During this time, I've been featured on the Dr. Oz show. I've been interviewed by countless outlets. I've presented at countless events around the world. And today, I'm a highly sought out influencer. I've pitched and worked with hundreds of brands. To name a few, I've worked with Nissan, I've worked with Amazon 3 times, I've worked with Expedia, Progressive Insurance, Bounty, Clorox, Shea Moisture, JCPenney, Samsung, and many, many, many more. I started out making absolutely no money blogging, and I now make multiple 6 figures doing it every single year. My social reach exceeds 1 million across all of my brands, but before all of this, I was just regular old Jenell living in Brooklyn. Now that you know a little bit about me, I actually have 2 videos that I shared before this one, all a part of this series. And in the first video, I share 3 things I learned to never do when pitching brands. And in the second video, I shared 3 things that got me noticed by brands when I had a smaller following. I also share my history of starting out as a blogger and to get to where I am now. Watching those videos will help you understand my backstory. So if this video is kind of not making sense, that's why. In this video, I'm going to continue on from where I left off in video 2. So you may want to start by watching videos 1 and 2 before you continue on into this one. And I'll have the links for those videos below. So continuing on from both of those videos, I was in my groove with pitching and I was doing very well. I was actually landing brand deals. But every so often, an agent would ask me for a media kit. And I was like, what is that? Of course, I didn't want to ask them, but I didn't know what it was. When I researched it, I was really intimidated by the whole process because I don't have like a background in graphic design or anything like that. So I didn't even know how to approach it. But when I finally faced my fears and decided to actually make a media kit, I realized it was so much easier than I thought. I know that this career of blogging is so confusing. Wouldn't it be amazing if there was a professional blogging career path where you can follow these exact steps from A to Z, then you graduate, you get your certification, and boom, you're a professional blogger. If there was such a thing, wouldn't you absolutely enroll? What if I told you there was? Would you want to know more? On Friday, I'm hosting a free coaching called How to Write the Paid Pitch, no matter how small your following is. And during this coaching, I'm going to share the details on my program called the Paid Pitch. I'll share more details about how you can come to my coaching in just a bit, but first, let's get back to the media kit. For starters, traditionally, a media kit is very similar to a press kit, and that's probably a term that you have heard of. Usually celebrities, actresses, singers, they'll have press kits. For bloggers, a media kit is similar to like a resume, and you would never show up to a job interview without your resume, right? When pitching a brand, sharing your media kit is your way of just giving them a little bit of insight into who you are, especially because usually they don't know who you are when you reach out. There are so many different things you can put in a media kit, and there are so many different ways your media kit could look. And while there are so many different options out there, there are also a lot of things that you don't need to have in your media kit. So here are the 3 things you do need to have in your media kit. First, you need to have your personality in your media kit. So when choosing a template, consider your personality. Are you artistic? Are you quirky? Are you vintage? Are you minimal? Keep these in mind when choosing a template so that the template isn't only just pretty or nice, but it actually fits your personality. Next, your media kit should have way less than you want to put in it. I know firsthand that you're going to feel tempted to want to put every single thing in there because you want to put your best foot forward and you want to show the potential partner how great of a brand you are, how great of a blogger you are. But putting too much in your media kit just makes it look messy. Rule of thumb: your media kit is not your autobiography. It is just a quick snapshot into who you are as a blogger. Last, you need to make sure that all of the images of you in your media kit are high quality. I notice that a lot of newer bloggers tend to not really notice when they're using images that are low quality, and they use low quality images a lot. As you get better at creating content, your eyes will become very sensitive to low quality images. Anytime you see a blurry image, a granulated image, an overstretched image, or a pixelated image, you will literally cringe. So until your eyes adjust, here's a rule of thumb. Make sure your images are at minimum 1 megabyte. 1 megabyte is the absolute minimum. If you can find a picture of yourself that's even greater quality, please do so. Just to give you an idea, most of the images that I share of myself, whether they be on my blog, on my Instagram, or anywhere else, are typically about 3 to 8 megabytes. Yeah, that's high quality. And that's why they look crystal clear. So those are the 3 things you must have in your media kit. Now let me tell you more about my free coaching. So like I said earlier, on Friday, I'm hosting a free coaching called How to Write the Paid Pitch, no matter how small your following is. During this coaching, I'm going to share 3 transformational beliefs that you must have in order to land brand deals. I'm also going to share about something amazing that I've been working on to help bloggers like you, influencers like you, and YouTubers like you learn the ins and outs of pitching. Because it doesn't matter how small your following is, you can absolutely land a brand deal. And in the paid pitch course, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. I know you're excited to learn more, but we'll talk more about that on Friday. So on Friday, my coaching is actually going to be held at 2 times. And I did this to be able to give everyone an opportunity to attend. The first live coaching session will be at 12 p.m. Eastern, and the second live coaching session will be at 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, I want to warn you that space is limited to each webinar. My webinar service can only hold but so much people in one webinar at a time. So sign up and arrive on time, if not earlier, to make sure you get in. I've included the links and information for my free coaching webinar. I hope to see you there.